1985, my man Craig comes through, and he's like, my brother Junie just got this cassette that they recorded at the rooftop for ALPO's birthday.
Yeah, I never forget that.
So I'm like, yo, and then
remember? Yeah, she was crazy.
Remember?
Yeah.
And we made
Yo,
somehow.
you remember too fucking, yo, bro. He remember too, but I don't remember. Yes, no, yes.
We are the first bootleggers, Craig. We
start recording that shit,
and everybody niggas got their hand on it, and niggas got beat up over that, yo. ALPO was coming through the block beating niggas up.
Who got that tape? Who's selling that tape?
Remember? Breaking niggas' radios, and I was scared to death. Like, oh my God.
We have the ALPO. That's another joke. We got to do that. We got to do a series.
That's a story. That's a story right there.
We got to tell that version, man. Because Poe and my brother went to school. Poe and my brother went to school with each other. You know what I'm saying? May he rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? They both Albertos. You know, they Albert and Alberto. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my big homie, man. So nevertheless, he knew I was his little homie. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? He been in my house and all that. Cause we all live in the same projects. But that was like, that tape right there was like exclusive, y'all. This was the rooftop exclusive tape. I'm glad he brought that back.
ALPO was paying for that record to get made with DJ Hollywood. That Tang was supposed to be a record. And we had the dirty, we had it rough, straight out the motherfucking garbage version. We had it like straight off the press before it became a record. We had that joint, and like my stupid ass, like the shit was so hot. The shit was so hot, yo, that people was like, we was stunned. We was outside on the block with the radio playing this joint, and everybody's like, yo, I need that. So I
was like, yo,
I had a double cassette deck. I had a double cassette deck radio. Yeah. And I remember my mind was so crazy, yo, because Craig was like, yo, I gotta give the cassette back to Junie. He's asking for the cassette, yo.
We gotta make a copy. I gotta give it back to him.
Cause my nigga took the joint without his brother knowing. Now this is back in the days before there was like 100 cassettes surfacing everywhere and everybody had cop. That was just the one joint. So I'm like, yo, we need to. So I ran to 3rd Ave, bought like 5 blank cassettes, yo.
5 packs, yep.
I remember I bought 5 blank cassettes, yo. And I ran back home and I copied it, right? On my double cassette deck radio that I had. My mom's bought me this little joint. And I remembered I copied it. Boom. Long story short.
And it came out good.
And I'm like, yo, we got a copy now. Why don't we just make a few more copies and sell them to the people that want them, yo?
Right. That's exactly what he said.
But yeah, man, you know, I don't want to stress the issue, but this cassette definitely was ill time because motherfuckers was getting beat up over this one cassette, yo. Like, I don't know how we scathed that, like how we managed to get through that, like without anything happening to us, yo. You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy because when I tell you people were really getting hurt, people were getting hurt over that cassette, yo. I remember, let me break it down to you, just to explain something to you. I remember coming to the block one night.
ALPO came through about that tape, man.
Listen to me. I remember coming to the block one night, and everybody's beat up. Everybody's beat up on the block.
Yup, they asking about who gave you that tape.
And there's a broken radio on the floor. Now imagine this scene. I'm a young little nigga, responsible for this shit, yo. Confession. I'm confessing right now because, you know, it's history, man.
He sold about 17 tapes.
You live and learn, yo.
He the one who slung the tape. We had to hold it down, though.
Yo, G. You remember that time? We was like, yo, it's crazy right now. Be careful. ALPO is looking for us.
Boy, we had to chill. That shit was like drugs. We couldn't even put the tape out. And we had to let it cool off.
Yo, let me tell you, I went and broke my shit. That's how serious it was. I broke my cassette and just like broke it because I didn't want nothing to do with that shit. Like, nah, I'm breaking my shit.
I still had the master though.
Yo, so I remember coming to the block and niggas is bleeding. leaking, radios broken. And it became a routine. Like, yo, Poe just came through. Like, another broken radio. Like, what he was doing was taking the cassette out of niggas' radios and slamming their radio and fucking them up. Like, he was, he was come through with like 3-4 motherfuckers and they would beat niggas up.
Right. Especially if you wasn't trying to give up that tape.
Yo, nah, it wasn't even time for. It was no time for that. There was no, like, you just couldn't go and be like, yo, here go the tape, man. Nah, like, you would have got beat up just for that. You, like, it was bad. Like, you just for being able, like, you heard the song already. How you getting beat up? Because he was smart. He was like, that means you ain't gonna buy the record when it come out now.
Right. It was like you messing up their market.
Yeah, you fucking up his money, man, because he was supposed to, he was the one behind that whole shit, for what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was gonna be a movement that he was behind. And my nigga had the vision to be an entrepreneur early in the game, yo. Like, he was on his way to do that. Yeah,
he was hungry.
And I think we fucked that up, yo. I think we fucked that up.
Us having that tape, right? That's crazy.
Us putting that cassette up.
We put out about 10. We put out about 8 tapes, about 7, 8 tapes.
I don't remember. I know it was just a couple though. It wasn't a lot. Like, it was a couple. Like I said, man.
You don't think it's about 7?
It was probably about 6 or 7. I would say it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot. I remember.
I would say about 4 to 7. We're gonna keep it within there.
I'm gonna leave it at the lucky 7, yo.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave it at the lucky 7.
We got some smoke out that though.
Yeah, we definitely got.
Yeah, we got some.
Yeah, let me tell you, man. That was an ill moment, man. That was an ill moment in time, man.
Just so like hotcakes too.
Yeah, man. But yeah, shout out to Poe, man. Rest in peace to Poe, man.
Poe, man, you rest in peace.
Everybody in the place just say, okay, I don't wanna go slept all night with my honey bun. Give me some of that yummy, yum,